Southeast Asia, then you're probably reading the writings of an American, okay, or someone influenced by American things. If there's a hyphen, if it says South-East Asia, then you're reading the works of somebody writing in the British English or in the European tradition, but they mean the same thing. In a practical sense, we can say that Southeast Asia is comprised of 11 countries, and you have to know these countries on the map test. Okay? We'll go over them when I bring a map in. But these consist of the countries of Myanmar, or what we usually call Burma, of Thailand, of Laos, of Cambodia, of Vietnam, of Malaysia, of Singapore, of the Philippines, of Indonesia, of Brunei, and of the newest country of Southeast Asia, a small little half of an island called East Timor. Okay? Those are the 11 countries that make up Southeast Asia. But as I'll talk as we meet on Thursday, the lines which separate these from each other and which separate them from places like India or China don't really make a lot of sense in terms of the history of the place and in terms of the culture and the lifestyles of the people who live there. That is, the lines that we draw to make up our maps are not very useful indicators of the realities of the people who live there. Now, where is Southeast Asia? Point to it.
Got a map.
You mean on a map?
Got a map.
No, point to it from here. Where is it?
Oh,
Around the
straight
globe?
down.
No, let's say you're going on the surface of the globe, okay?
Yeah, we're 11 hours in, so actually it's about maybe a 5-6 degree curvature down. If you drill straight
Okay,
down.
what direction would you point to get there? If you could take a paper airplane, and the paper airplane could make it through the wind systems.
Well, it doesn't
okay?
matter that way.
About that way.
You go either way.
Whole distance are about the same.
Well, I mean, you could go that way, but you'd have to fly across Cape Town
Yeah.
to get to Southeast Asia. But if you get to Southeast Asia across the Pacific, which is the closest direction from us, okay, Southeast Asia is right over there. It's over there, except it's 14 hours ahead of us, okay? So it's already had its day, okay? So we're behind Southeast Asia. And that's the other thing I'll talk about on Thursday, and that is that we are behind Southeast Asia. Everything that's new in the world, long before you see it, long before you get it and try it, is already there in Southeast Asia. So those of you that are business majors, okay, if you want to get ahead of the curve, if you want to find out what's going to happen here in a year, you want to go there, because it's already there. Okay? If you're a fancier of fancy electronics or wild cars, okay, you want to go to Southeast Asia, because those cars are there before they ever get introduced over here. And those phones and those electronic systems are over there. Okay. The most wired place in the world, okay, is not Silicon Valley. It is the Republic of Singapore, where something like 90% of the people have Wi-Fi high-speed access, okay, and they all use it, okay. So the future is there, okay. We are, in a sense, the past, okay. In fact, we're even further behind than people in the Bay Area, okay, so we're already, this is a little bit of a backwater because we're, after all, state capital. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that the people who come here, who are really important, don't live here. They just commute in here to make deals and go somewhere else, okay? Even the governor doesn't live here, okay? He just flies in for times, okay? One of the presidents that was on this commission of the Pacific Rim was once asked to be president of this university, okay? And he told me at lunch, he said, well, he says, you know, I didn't know much about Sacramento, so I called one of my friends in the legislature, and I said, well, tell me about the campus there. And he said, is there a campus of the system in Sacramento? He said it was a long way from 1600 Capitol Mall to the campus. So we drove out here and he visited the place. And he finally decided he didn't really want to take the job. But this is, we are, in a sense, we are, in a sense, a kind of backward place, and so we sort of reach out. So one of the reasons to study Southeast Asia is that Southeast Asia is part of the community that we participate in and we live in. It is part of our history. Okay? Probably the earliest people from Southeast Asia who came to Sacramento actually came indirectly from the island of Borneo, from up the Kapuas River. Southeast Chinese immigrants who'd come to Southeast Asia, been traveling to Southeast Asia for thousands of years. Some of those people, some of whom were second generation inhabitants of the island of Borneo, came to California to seek gold during the gold rush. And they were skilled gold miners. Okay? And so they were part of that thing. And I don't know whether any of those people stayed around and are part of the old Chinese population in Sacramento or not. But those are some of the sort of earlier contacts. Okay, I apologize that there's no elevator this morning, but hopefully on Thursday there'll be a better access. If you arrive late and you have questions about the requirements and things, you might want to check in with me, or I can go over it again on